Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope you're having a wonderful day. What I would like to do today is share with you guys one stock that I sold, tell you exactly why I sold and so on, give you a little bit detail about the company, one new stock that I'm adding to the portfolio, and then show you one more that I'm adding to. So there is another stock that I own but I will be adding to. So that's selling one, adding in new one, and adding to the one that I've already have. The reason I like to do these things is to kind of be transparent, be honest with you guys, show you exactly what I'm doing, and this is the reason why I started this whole portfolio thing. Just to be honest and transparent, show you exactly what I'm doing day to day. And of course, if you like that sort of content, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, join us on the Patreon account where you can actually have access to the Discord where you can find brothers who are actually sharing excellent practices and every single day, sharing, basically asking each other questions and all sorts of things. And yeah, so if you can join us, that will be absolutely amazing. Like I've said to you guys so many times, the reason I started this whole portfolio thing is just to kind of show you guys what is possible. When I first started, I have absolutely no idea. There was no one out there to kind of show me what to do. I've done a lot of research, I've read so many books, I was confused at times, and I wasn't sure where to start, and I had to just do everything by myself. There was not a lot of people out there online that I could actually rely on. People will tell you something, but they don't actually share their portfolios and so on. And you don't know whether they're telling you the truth and so on. So I just thought, you know what, let me start something and share my journey. So this is what I've been doing. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a regular guy, just sharing basically his journey. And what you see here is actually my portfolio. Right now, the overall price, basically overall account value is just over £90,000. So as you can see here, I've got £1,870 and 64 pence that I am going to invest today. But before we do that, I'm going to tell you where this money came from. And that money came from here, this company called Broadcom. Broadcom is one of the companies, I'll tell you exactly what I did with it, okay? But it's one of the companies that I've had in the portfolio for a very long time. This company has gone up so much in the last year and a bit, okay? Especially this year. This year has actually done really well. 1 year is up over 100%. For the last since the beginning of the year, so literally for 1 year, it's up 102%. So not much difference. Last 6 months is up 30%, and for 1 month about 17%. So the 1 month is almost closer to what the S&P 500 has done for the year. If you had this company in your portfolio for the last 10 years, just for the price appreciation, you would be right now 2,000% up. Now, you might be thinking, why are you selling this stock when it has a forward PE of just 23? An analyst in Yahoo, Seeking Alpha, has said it's a buy. Wall Street actually thinks it's a buy, and Quantity, which is basically what Seeking Alpha uses their own system, okay, is actually saying a strong buy. And I'll tell you exactly why I've sold the company. Okay, I have not completely sold out. I actually trimmed it. And the reason I did that is because I am up, as you can see here, I'm up 130 something percent. Now that's huge. I had 7 basically stocks of this company. When it was undervalued, I used to talk about this a lot, and I wish I bought more, and I said this before. But right now it's got to a point where I was up, basically my profit was over basically £3,000. So I thought I've basically got 100, almost 50% up this company. So sometimes what you need to do as a basically portfolio manager, because that's what you're doing, you need to look at your basically winners and think about if you think they've run too fast and you might have to trim it and so on. You have to manage your portfolio. This has become over 7% in my portfolio. So it was about time for me to trim it down. So what I did is I sold 2 basically stocks, and I'll show you 2 shares of this company. And that meant, so if I show you, there we go, £1,800, that's how much I've actually received, and £1,000 of that was actually profit. Okay, so I've sold it basically 1,800 worth of this is basically 2 shares of this company worth 1,800, and 1,000 over £1,000 of that was actually a profit, which is quite nice to see, right? So that's one of the reasons I sold. the company is great in every way you look at. The fact that it's actually a strong buy, that shows you how strong this company is. Now, according to Morningstar, and this is the company that I've been using for a long time, and I genuinely said to you guys so many times, when you look at Seeking Alpha and Yahoo Finance and so on, they used basically, of course, analysts and so on. Now, with Morningstar, their analysts actually, I feel like, sometimes a bit more cautious, and they have a little bit of margin of safety. So a lot of the companies that I bought, that they kind of recommended over the last whatever years, have actually done what they more or less said, and they're quite, bearish in a way of that. But even though they're bullish about the companies, they actually added a little bit more cushion, especially for our investors. So right now they're saying it's about 16% premium. Their price expectation is a 970, but right now it's 1,122 pounds. Okay, as you can see, 21 US dollars. So what I decided is to sell 2 shares of this company and use that money for something else. And again, I still have, over 4,000 pounds worth of stocks. I have 2,500 of profit of basically just in this. So half of the money that you see here, is more than half, is actually profit. So alhamdulillah, I've done well in terms of that. So I've taken money. Again, remember that, I can't remember who said it, but someone said basically you don't lose money by taking profits. Okay, so I'm not going to lose anything by taking profit in this position. If it goes up, I still own 5 shares of this company, and if the strong buy is actually a thing and people actually buy more of this company and goes up and up and up, I still own 5 shares of that company. So I'm happy with where I am. So I'm going to show you now what I've done with the basically what I'm going to do with this money. And the new company that I'm adding to the portfolio is Linde, whatever it's called. Okay, this company is up about 26%, 24%, 25% this year, 29% for year to date. 6 months is up about 10%, and 1 month is actually down. Now it has a forward PE of about 29. As you can see here, there's about 2. Seeking Alpha is actually saying, analysts is saying is a buy, Wall Street is a buy, Quant is actually saying is a hold. So if we look at the ratings for Wall Street and where they think the price should be, right now they're saying it's about 5% upside from where we are currently. Now I'm going to show you a little bit more about this company before I show you the buys. So you can see here's 3 stars according to Morningstar, and 409 basically where it's at now. $393 per share is where they think it should be, so not much difference. So it's fairly valid at the moment. It has a narrow economic mode, and like I shared with you guys in the last video, as you can see here, it's a huge company. Now, one of the things that I was interested, one of the things I needed to find out, okay, when we looked at yesterday's video, was when we look at the income statement, we've seen 2017 was 2018 was $14.8 billion, and 2019 the basically almost doubled. It actually doubled the revenue, and I was like, how is that even possible? Now I found out they had a merger with this company. So there's a company, Praxia or whatever it's called. They basically these 2 companies, I think Praxia was bigger than Linde, so they actually joined forces and became one company under the ticker LIN, and that's why there was a massive jump. So I was doing quite a bit of research yesterday, so I found out about that. So next year they're expecting the earnings to grow about 10%, then 12% after that every single year, which is quite nice. And if we look at, for example, the earnings moving forward, and just for per year, you can see it's double digits this year. Next year almost double digits. The following years are also double digits, which is quite nice. Revenue is growing about that 5 to basically 10% every single year moving forward. Now in terms of dividend, is actually really good, doing well. 36% payout ratio, 9% growth in latest, 8% basically over the last 5 years, and 13% over the last 20 years. They've increased this dividend for 30 years, so they're now part of the, of course, S&P 500. So they're dividend aristocrat, and I will be getting $5.10 for every share of this company that I own moving forward. Now, also again, going back to the so as you can see, earnings per share has actually grown a lot since the 2018. So it's been going up every year nicely, and the base, this is the buy. So this is basically probably they used some of the shares that they basically they issued more shares basically to acquire the other business. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to go on here and I'm going to find the company and I'm going to actually buy, okay, let me just put numbers, 5 shares of this company, £1,613, send it to the market. So I should now have Linde in this portfolio. There we go. It will pop very soon once that gets in the market. So the market is open right now, so hopefully we'll see what happens. And I'm going to continue buying it. So I'm going to, like I've always showed you guys, I start new initiate a new buy, and then every single month I just dollar cost average into that basically stock. If I still feel like it's undervalued. The one I really missed out, it was Intuit. Intuit, when I first started, it was kind of fairly valued, but now it's gone up actually quite a bit. So that's the first buy we're making today. The second buy that we're making, so we still have £177.24, and that goes to Hershey. Hershey has been one of the companies that have but still undervalued, and I'm buying it. So right now I've got about just over £3,000 worth of shares, or 21 shares, almost 22 shares right now. Actually, it's gone through now, and as you can see, there's 5 shares that I just purchased, and I'm going to continue dollar cost average like I said. But that means I've now got £254.47. So that goes to Hershey, like I said. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here, put the price, and then put 254.57, I think it was. In fact, I'll just leave it. Wait, what's happening here? Let me just double check. There you have it. So I'm going to buy 1.7 shares of this great company and send it to the market. As you can see, straight away it has changed. It's gone to the market. So there you have it. That's what I wanted to share with you guys today. So I don't have any more money left on this account, as you can see here, and I still have £7,000 to actually invest between now and April. I'm determined to actually do this, okay? That means I'm going to have to invest on, I think it's about 2,300 every single month moving forward. Inshallah, I'm going to try to do my best and max my ISA account again and see what happens. There you have it. So I just wanted to share with you guys this. It's not I'm not just flexing on, I'm not showing off or anything like that. I just want to show you my journey, and hopefully will inspire someone out there to start investing and so on. Have a wonderful day. Assalamu alaikum.